Good morning. We're back again. Good to see you, my friends. All right. Man, we had a good week last week. We're going to try to run it back this week. Just on first glance, everything that we were tracking, and I mean almost everything, had a pretty good week. As far as security goes, we had a pretty good week. So no complaints over here. Looking good right now. No complaints. But we're gonna get into this. We got a few things to cover. We got to cover our privacy coins that are gonna keep y'all money safe out of the sight of the hackers. We're gonna cover the blue chips. Hop over to CoinMarketCap, cover our blue chips. Then we're gonna come back, circle the block, and we're gonna go to Dex Screener and look at all the yummy tokens that we've been tracking for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Some of them are on just absolute tears. So we're gonna hop in, take a look at that. Appreciate y'all coming back. Yeah, man. Oh, and we're gonna do some security scans. We found a lot more vulnerable projects out there, and I'm gonna start a new protocol here on the channel. When we find a token, you know, that we're getting ready to trade, and we go ahead and do a security scan. If it comes back that this project is vulnerable, we're gonna jump right in the DMs of the dev and let him know right on the spot. And we're gonna see which devs care about their projects and which devs are just trying to leave you out there hanging. So if you're a developer out there, I would suggest you watch this stream, plug into this stream, because we might do your project today. We might do it tomorrow, might do it Wednesday. Never know. But we're putting all developers on notice. If you care about your community, you better be in here checking out this stream, because we're going to check out your contract before we advise anybody to put a penny into it. Alright? So, whatever's wrong is going to be exposed. Right? So, need to stay on top of it. A lot of the developers we reached out to, they were a little abrasive. So, we're going to take this approach, and y'all stay safe out there. And yeah, man, let's have some fun. All right, so right here on the screen we got Solana and BTC doing what they do. Bitcoin has been on a rip for the last, I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6 hours. Yeah, it's been ripping for the last 5 or 6 hours. So good day so far for that. Solana's bouncing back. Solana is 75, basically $76. Just dropped down from 76. Let's take a look at BNB. BNB right now is 606. XRP. Something's going on with XRP, right? Because last stream, y'all remember, XRP was on a little downturn. It was down about 5% for the week, right? And right now we're looking at XRP, and it's barely $1. Barely $1. So that means they had another week of declines. And we're going to jump into CoinMarketCap and check out that. Maybe we need to go talk to the devs over at XRP and see what's going on over there. Because everything has been pretty stable. You know, little gains over the last 2 weeks. And XRP is just, yeah, they just can't get it figured out. If I'm not mistaken, they slid from $1 107, 107.5, something like that, all the way down to $1 and 004 cents. That's tough. That's a tough 2 week stretch. So we're gonna look at those guys on CoinMarketCap. We're gonna check out our blue chips. You know, that's usually what we do on Monday. Look at our blue chips, see what's going on. Then we jump into the risky stuff, the newer tokens. So let's run down the price list of our blue chips. We got BTC sitting at 64K. We shot up a little bit higher than that, but you know, sold off and we're coming back. Ethereum is trading like a stable coin these days. It's sitting around at 1909. About a month ago, Ethereum had a nice little run. Since then, it's just been back to stable coin trading for Ethereum. So that's that. You won't catch me trading Ethereum. Now, Arbitrum is again, what I like tokens that are blockchains. Remember, that's bookmark that. You have to track tokens that are entire blockchains. Because when developers start launching over there, price takes off. Okay? So Arbitrum is 7.5 cents. I mean, that's pretty good. Sui right now is at 67 cents. Another whole blockchain. Cake is sitting at $1.46. That's kind of been where Cake has been trading, to be honest with you. So it's pretty stable. Shiba Inu is up 1%. I'm not reading all those zeros. Dogecoin is at 7 cents. Now here's an experiment for you. Dogecoin is at 7 cents. Arbitrum is at 7 cents. We're going to look at the token total on both of them. We're going to look at the market cap on both of them. And we're going to compare both of these projects. Both of them are blockchains. It's just that Dogecoin, you can print more. Arbitrum, don't think you can print more. So we're going to verify all of that on CoinMarketCap. And I'm going to show you mathematically which one is, the better pick. Which one we should go with. So we're going to bookmark those. We're going to bookmark Dogecoin. And we're going to bookmark ARB. And they're right at the same price. So this is a good point to start tracking those two from. And you in this situation, I don't think you're gonna have to count on news and FOMO and all this other nonsense. I think what's gonna happen, the mathematics and tokenomics are just gonna take over this situation, and they're gonna show you which asset is better. And I don't think it's gonna take long for you to see. Hyperliquid is getting that hyper back in it, right? Last time we checked, I think Hyperliquid was around $56. Now it's up to 59. So good little rip. ADA is around where it was. Pingu, which is the Pudgy Penguins, is at 0.0059. They're up 1%. Hyperliquid is up 3%, by the way. We have Barachain. Some of my guys I used to build with. Good team over there. They're sitting at 14.9 cents. I think that's a good buy. They're working on a new protocol over there. And like I said, it's a good team. So check them out. Aster. Aster is I call it BNB 2.0. So take a look at Aster. It's sitting at 60 cents. We have SpaceX, which is on a bounce. SpaceX is on a rip. I know I was pushing SpaceX. The bottom is $50, but SpaceX has been on an absolute rip for the last couple of I'd say the last week. This last week, they've made some serious moves with SpaceX, and hey, we'll see if they can sustain that momentum, or we're gonna fall back to under 100. I'm hoping for under 100, so that I just think that's a better entry point and fair valuation. So, just my 2 cents. Now, let's see, what other blue chips do we have over here? Yeah, Cash Cat. Cash Cat right now is sitting around 9 cents. Not mad at that. Shot up, came down, went back up. Ansem is around 27 cents, 28 cents. I mean, it's holding its own. So really solid. What is this? There is all right. For any of you guys that swing trade and like good arbitrage trades, Ansem Tether is currently 28 cents over on Mexi, and over on Polonex it is 19 cents. So there's a price difference you can go take advantage of right now automatically. Buy on Polonex, turn around and sell on Mexi, and you could do that right now for instant profit. So y'all are probably set up to trade. I'm set up to do this video. So somebody go take advantage of that. Let me know what your profit is. But you're looking at it right here. 19 cents, 28 cents. All right, go take advantage of that. Just from one exchange to the other. Buy on one, sell on the other. Automatic profit locked in. All right. Now, let's get caught up on our blue chips. Go to coin market cap. And here's what we're working with today. All right, we got BTC. Oh, we're down slightly for the week, minus 0.22%. That's nothing though. We're back up that for today. Market cap $1.28 trillion. It's a lot of money. Ethereum is up almost 2% on the week. Now let's go look at this guy. Last week XRP was down, I think around 5%. This week is down another 1.6%. So yeah, man, y'all go check on XRP, see what's going on over there. Any of you XRP devs, go check out XRP and see what's going on, man. I would love to know what they have going on. I'd appreciate an update. I'll probably hop on Twitter later and see if anybody can give me the rundown on what's going on over there. BNB holding steady, doing this thing. No surprise there. But the gap has increased. Remember, XRP and BNB were, neck and neck just a couple of weeks ago. Then I think last week there was only a $9 billion difference in market cap between XRP and BNB. Yeah, now that is $18 billion gap between BNB and XRP. So clearly XRP is taking some hits right now. Not sure not sure what's going on with that, but they seem to be consistent in whatever it is, whatever's going on. Seems like they're pretty consistent with it. So hopefully they get that figured out. Can't be good. Maybe I should have built a different wallet. Alright, now Dogecoin right here at 7 cents. And what was our other token? Arbitrum. Doge has a market cap of 12 billion. Alright, let's go look at ARB. Why is ARB so far down on this list? Doesn't make sense. Okay. Dogecoins. Here's an automatic play for you. This is nothing but math. Dogecoin right now is sitting at 7 cents. ARB is sitting at 7.5. The market cap on ARB, 496 million. The market cap on Doge is 12 billion. So yeah, that makes that a pretty solid play. Circulating supply on ARB is 6. Is that 6 billion? Yeah. So there's 6 billion ARB. 6 billion ARB circulating. Let's go look at Doge. In Doge we have Those we have 171. Yikes. 171 billion Doge. So Doge has a much higher supply, much higher market cap, but is basically around the same price as ARB. Now, when you put these two side by side, is not even this is one of those that's a no-brainer, no contest. If ARB picks up any of the momentum that Dogecoin has, ARB can realistically 10x. That's no exaggeration. Much lower token total, much lower market cap, and like I said, it's an entire blockchain, so you can't go wrong with that one. So that's going to be our automatic play for the day. Nothing but math. Go check it out for yourself. And yeah, man, that's it. Now let's look at, since we're on CoinMarketCap, we're gonna take a look at our blue chips, see what's going on. Look at these caps. Ethereum, 230 billion. Yikes. Tether. Now, I did not know that it was this big of a gap between Tether and USDC. Now, one of the reasons this is alarming is because the EU, if I'm not mistaken, the EU has basically banned Tether. The EU is trying to come out with their own privacy coins, and they're not they're not having it. They're not having it with Tether right now. So, there's a play for you. And if you're staking Tether USD, I think you'll get a larger return than you would if you're staking USDC. Now, staking USDC on Coinbase is basically automatic money. Link in the description if you want to go ahead and start that today. But that's basically the cheat code on Coinbase. Hold USDC and yeah, your money will keep going up whether you're trading or not. Yeah, that's our cheat code. And I'm just trying to put a couple of more of those in your pocket so that you can use them wisely. Let's see here. ZCash. All right. ZCash is up another percent. Chart still looks the same. Still running. Now, Monero has taken off. And Chainlink also. So Monero is up almost 5% today. Remember last week, Monero was in the 300 range. Both of these will eventually be worth about the same. There are 16 million ZCash tokens. Max supply is 21 million. There are 18 million Monero. So just using math, Monero will probably outpace ZCash eventually. I don't think that's going to happen right now. But if they keep getting these large injections, there's less than 1 billion separating them right now. But the volume over on ZCash is just so much higher. 350 million in volume on ZCash, 82 million in volume on Monero. And I think the reason we have that gap is because people just aren't used to trading them, because they don't understand the advantages of holding and trading privacy coins, right? But over here, we do. And we stay on top of it. Now, Cardano. Wow, Cardano is down 10% this week. That's a kick in the gut. XLM Stellar is down 2%. Bitcoin Cash down 3.9% this week. Sitting at 205. But with the token total being 20 million, I still think Bitcoin Cash is a buy at 200. I wouldn't hesitate if I had a lot of extra money laying around picking up a couple of these. Let's see who else we got up here. Litecoin. Litecoin is sitting at $44 firmly. Sui. Well, we went over Sui already. Sui's token total is the only thing I don't like. There are 10 billion Sui, but I still think even with 10 billion tokens, they're an entire blockchain. It's worth a buy. Because, like, so many people like Shiba Inu. Here's the reason I don't. 589 trillion tokens. It's a lot of tokens. It's way too many tokens. So, yeah. The market cap is around 2.6 billion, and the price has a bunch of zeros that I'm not gonna count. Got Ripple USD, we got Aster. Aster is slightly down for the week. Meme Core is up 4.5% for the week. WorldCoin is up 4% for the week. I never liked that project. I'm just be honest with you. Never liked WorldCoin. Don't hold against me. ICP, Internet Computer. I think this is an undervalued project, but they need to they got work to do. It's a good protocol, but they have a lot of work they need to get done. Sky. I think Sky is for where they are right now, they might be overvalued a little bit. Pump.fund token, I think they're undervalued. They're up 6.9% this week. Market cap at 1.1 billion. And with the kind of money that exchange makes, website exchange, whatever you want to call it, with the kind of money they make, yeah, I can see this doing a 10x. And if it does a 10x, then it'll be worth 2 cents, 3 cents. So I could see that happening. I definitely can see Pump Fund token reaching a penny. So keep your eye on that one. Let's see, how many tokens do they have? 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Alright, so Pump Fund token, they have 1 trillion. 1 trillion tokens. Insane. Pepe has 413 trillion. Market cap sitting at 1.06 billion. Algorand, another project that I like. Algorand is down 3.9 on the week. It's sitting at 7.8 cents, right around that Dogecoin range. But the difference is Algorand has 9 billion tokens, as opposed to Dogecoin just being out of control with how many tokens they have. But that's gonna do it for that wrap up on our blue chips. We're gonna come back over here later when we jump into the charts for a minute. But let's check on what we've been tracking. We're gonna go look at some new stuff so we can get a couple of scans in here. And see what's going on. Alright, here's our watch list. Boom. Now everything that we were following on base is having a good week. Virtuals is up. Virtuals is up 3.6% over the last 24 hours. Halo is up is almost at 5 cents. Arrow is up. Mirror Shark. Everything that we added to this list on base is doing good. We've had a good week. Now, when we hop over here to Robinhood chain, the exact opposite. So we were tracking Apes, we were tracking Lil Uni, tracking Bagcoin, and SCR. The only one that's kind of hanging in there is SZR. Bags is taking an absolute beating. It's down 43% in the last 24 hours. Low Uni is down 48% the last 24 hours. Taking an absolute beating. Let's see who else we got. Now over on Binance, look at this. Look at this. I told you guys this is the coin. Moolah. This is the coin. So yeah, we're gonna go and trade this seriously. Because we started tracking it right here. Right here. And this is where I told you don't buy at the top. Right? So we dropped down here. I went and got a little bit right here. And since then, you know, it's just been doing what it's doing. So Moolah over on BNB has more than doubled. Very good play. Asteroid had taken a tumble, but it's bounced back. So can't be mad at Asteroid, not Astro. Asteroid is up 4% last 24, down 10% this hour. That's not a good one. Down 10% this hour. That's this little drop you see right here. But overall, it's performing well. Now, if you want a quick tip, set your sell point at 0.0077. Boom. That seems to be the sell point over the last few days. So if you're gonna hop in there, sell right here, and you're solid. This has been where the price breaks at, and this has been where the floor is. Floor is around 0.0057. So yeah, it's a pretty solid run up. And let's hop over to Moda. Ooh, Moda's selling off, but it's still been a pretty decent run. Still being traded. So not mad at Moda. They're up 2% today. Now Kate. Last week I said you could hop in at Kate at 1.5 cents. That was the target for Kate. Kate is under that right now. So it hit that point right here. Where were we? That was... Yeah, we were back here when we started tracking Kate. And I mean, it's had a couple of spikes where you could have taken profit. But right now they're in the middle of a sell-off. Even if you could have picked it up again right here at that 0.13, shot back up to 1.5 cents right here. So that was pretty decent profit. Now they're taking profit, selling off. So just wait for it to bottom out. I'll give it another few hours. And because this it's not going to drop much lower than this. Here, I would say probably the max. So 0.12 is looks like a target for Kate. But like I said, that's a Solana coin, so be careful with that. You'll never hear me say just go with it when it comes to a Solana token. Alright, so here's DGen. on Ethereum. And Degen did exactly what Degens do. They sold everything. So let's look at this guy. What are you doing over there, DJ? Not a good run. Not a good look. $250 holders, 99% concentration, 99.9. Let me not shortchange it. You never want to see this in top 100 concentration. 99.9, 99.67. Both of these are horrible. Let's go look at this contract. We'll let this be one of the contracts that we do today. There we go. All right. We're going to take a look at Degen. Let's look over here at Deep Tide. I think this one is belly up also. Oh no, it's still hanging in there. I just made a trade on Deep Tide. Deep Tide has been a steady gainer, but down 20% over the last 24 hours. But this had a really good run. This is over on XRP's chain. So not really mad at it. It's doing okay. You're gonna have a lot less volume over on XRP, so I wouldn't let this scare you off. XRP tokens are just going to trade a little bit slower. Especially since we see XRP's price just freaking tanking. Of course. But that's our update. And if there's any advice I can give you, it's that use caution. Use a great deal of caution when it comes to Robinhood chain. All right? Robinhood chain doesn't seem like, it seems like they're trading on par with how Solana trades. And I think I've said enough times on stream how disgusted I am with the way they trade over on Solana. It's just bad business. I'm 100% against how they trade on Solana, which is why I've tried to diversify lately, try other chains, and most of the other chains are pretty solid. It's just I have a real problem with the whole time on Solana, and now the whole time on Robinhood chain. This is just ugh. What we're looking for when we trade is consistency. We're looking for consistency, and we're looking for devs that continue to build on their project. That's what that's what lets you know this is a good asset to trade. I mean, you're not gonna become a Bitcoin or an Ethereum overnight. If you got a good team, Great marketing. I'm not gonna say good marketing these days. It takes great marketing. You can become one of these tokens that has consistent volume. Because, for instance, look at Deep Tide. Even though it's one of the more successful tokens over on XRP, you can see here where, boom, there it was traded. There were 3 trades. It's like 4 minutes ago. Before then, 18 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. So there's not a lot of trading. And that's one of the issues with smaller tokens. That's been some of the issues with some of the tokens that a lot of developers launch that don't make it to big exchanges. If it doesn't make it to a big exchange, then you know having that consistent volume is going to be an issue. But when we look at Moolah over on BNB, last buy was 2 minutes ago. Before that, 10 minutes. So this is, at the very least, it's consistent. So can't be mad about that. It's consistent. Doesn't look like they're trying to go anywhere. Definitely have to go and see what these guys are up to. 16K in volume today, 252 transactions. I would consider that like the dog days of summer. If that picks up and they get listed on a major exchange, if this gets listed on, I would say maybe like a Binance, KuCoin. Not sure if it is, but if this gets listed on Binance or KuCoin, I think it explodes. So let me open this up. Let's perform us an audit. Hola, contract. I forgot to change the name. Yeah, MOOLAH. All right, I'm gonna put the correct name in it so I can file this guy away when we're done. Done. We got a little error. Let's see what's going on. All right, this Moolah contract is We All right. So this guy gets yikes. This has an executable error. Okay. So permanently locked. Alright, they still have control of it, so that doesn't matter. Missing 0 address. Okay. Alright. As far as Moolah goes, it's not the best contract out there. not not at all. But we're gonna put it through BSC. Let's put it through another run. I gotta restart this one. Alright, gotta restart Titan. Let's go back over to Alpha Agent. Let's download this report. Now, I keep reports of just about all the scans that we do. If you're interested in seeing a full report for any of the tokens that you've seen on stream, just leave us a comment in the description and we'll pull it back up. So we're going to go back over here. Now let's look for details. Twitter. Moolah BSC. Telegram. And the website. All right, they're posting. Moolah Bank, the first ecosystem product of Moolah DAO. DAO is public capital infrastructure. We don't just teach DeFi, we study its scars. Okay. All right, we're gonna send these guys a message. Let me set it. Let me set this up, and I'll come back. But I'm gonna message the dev, reach out to him, let him know what we found. Chart looks good, but I gotta address a couple of things first, and I will let you guys know how this interaction goes. Hopefully they're a little hey friend. And would love to speak with you about alright, let's see what happens. Just reached out to the dev of Moolah. We're gonna see what happens. Let's see what they say. In the meantime, start up the back end for Hero. Okay. Alright, I messaged this guy. Let's see what happens. MFers are up 8% today. Okay, let's look at, switch it up for a minute. Let's look at some of the newer projects that are coming out. And we're gonna scan a couple of those and see what happens. This is on BSC, so let's go back over to Binance. Go over to Binance to see what else is going crazy today. 3 days ago. I have no idea what this is. This is written in. I need to add a translator for some of the BNB coins that are coming out. Seriously. Behemoth? Like, what is this? Sometimes I think the BNB chain is trolling with the names. Of course, I know they're trolling with the names. But then with everything, look at this. Look at this. We're looking at right now the top 10 tokens on BSC. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, half of them have names that you have to translate. I don't think that's by chance. I think that's planned. Over the last 24 hours, this guy is up. Holy crap. Alright, let's take a look at this, see what's going on. Oh yeah, they launched, nothing happened. Fast forward a little time, explosion. So this sell-off is normal. Alright, let's keep this guy on our watch, add this guy to our watch list. No clue what the name is. If anybody knows what the name of this token is and can translate it, yeah, leave that in the comments. I'd appreciate it. But let's go back over to BSC. Mars coin, we saw this a while ago. Right now the cap is at 4 million. ZSwap, ZygoSwap. That was 7 months ago, up 20%, last 24. Weeks. Yeah, translate this one too while you're at it. If you know what this is. 2 hours ago, this thing is moving. What is this? Yeah, this chart is just bonkers. It's going straight up. Like the old BNB tokens. 39% in the last 5 minutes. 100% over the last hour. 300. Yikes. 300k% over the last 6 hours, tell you the truth. So this guy is running. Let's take a look at this contract though. Copy this guy. Oh, I need to start up. All right. We're doing a scan on that one. I have to restart Titan. Wants the back end version. In the meantime, we'll run this scan over here on Hero. Start new audit. We're just gonna call this rando. Alright. Scan this guy. Score is 68 out of 100. I mean, it's not good. Hyper-deflationary contract with AMM routing via Uniswap v2 on PancakeSwap. Okay. Can be front run or reinitialized. Alright. So just know you'll be front run in this contract. Dead code and logic transfer tax. Gas optimization. Okay, this one is isn't as bad as the last one. Not a real cause for concern. Let's run it again so we store it with potential honeypot. Ah, now this is interesting. So in this contract, yeah, I don't think we'll be jumping in this one. So in this contract, here's the problem. It could be fine. It could be perfect. Nothing wrong with it. However, the dev is able to pause your contract in the midst of trading. That's never a good look. Never a good look. So yeah, just steer clear of this guy. I'll make a note to reach out to the developer on this one too. Maybe he knows about it, maybe he doesn't. But let's not take that chance. Let's see. Twitter. Here's their Twitter page. Baby Bull Comes. That's the name of it. Baby Bull Comes. Alright, so now we know what the name is. Baby Bull. See what the website looks like. Alright, it's pretty basic. It's just a meme coin. Nothing really special about the website. Let's check out this X. Little bull is coming. Big bull market. 70 followers. I don't know about this guy. I don't know. What happens when little bull arrives? I don't know. Do you get rug pulled or not? I don't know. You tell me. Alright, let's watch this guy. Not gonna follow him, but let's bookmark this so we can come back later. But off the top, I do not like this contract. Alright, so already we did 2 scans today. We did 2, that lets you know how serious it is out here. We did 2 security scans, and on both of those security scans, not very promising. We've reached out to one developer. We're going to reach out to the other one too. Like I said, we're going to start as we find these contracts. We're going to reach out to the dev, let them know what's going on. Maybe they know what's going on, maybe not. Since this one is a honeypot, well, potential honeypot. Let me say that. Potential honeypot. Let's check out the dev, and we'll add this to the watch list. And we'll see what happens with this. See if it proves us right or what. Our base tokens are looking good though. So let's hop over to base, see what's going on. Maybe scan a few of these. Base cat launched yesterday, market cap 12 million. 1 day ago. That is massive. Up 1,700% over the last 24 hours. B Stonk is at almost 1 million market cap. Launched 15 hours ago. 2.4 million in volume. I don't know which one of these you guys want me to look at. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the top 5. This name is just, I don't know what. Did a 5-year-old name this token? Coinbase West. Coinbase West. That's an old one though. Up 76% over the last 24. Base Cat. Base Cat was launched a day ago. $26.8 million in volume. Yikes. That is a big move. Alright, so we're going to take this guy. B-Stonk. And add it to the watch list. I mean, this chart isn't bad. Trading sideways, then we got the run up started. It's actually a pretty decent place to jump in. We're gonna go look at the ether scan, and we're gonna look at that top 100 concentration, 78.7%. That's more like it. Don't automatically trigger red flags. This is more like it. Right? Let's grab this contract. This is BSTONK. Audit. Wrong one. BSTONK. Okay. EVM. All right, we're gonna run this with Hero and Alpha. Okay. This guy's pretty solid. Potential hidden privilege wallet. Developer backdoor. So overall, that's not as bad, not nearly as bad as the rest of the contracts we've seen. This may actually be B-Stonk may be actually the best contract that we scanned today. Unfortunately. Now, So I don't know. This may be worth a look. We're gonna add it to the list. Okay, we're already in there. Boom, Beanstalk. And what was the other one? These two guys. BNB tokens are just going crazy. I think maybe the reason if the this contract, the reason it could be going just straight up, that BNB contract we were looking at, is probably because we got someone add more liquidity, so that helps the token. This guy, little little bull. Yeah, I'm not so sold on this guy yet. Okay. Beanstalk, we're gonna track. Yeah, this thing is exploding today. And is it less than 24 hours old? Yeah, less than 24 hours old. Check out Beanstalk over on Base. Not investment advice, but just check it out. Let me know what's going on. Jump in. See what happens. Now, the BNB tokens that we looked at earlier today, I would use caution with those, especially the little bull coin or whatever it was called. Moolah. So I sent a message to the developer. We're going to see what Moolah is talking about. Maybe this is a good long-term project. I mean, it's been around a while. They've been trading a while. But they have some things they need to look at, take care of. And there's no getting around that. Hopefully the developer reaches back out to me for the end of the day. I'm going to keep you guys updated with exactly what they come back with. So you can see the way that some of these developers respond to me. I mean, some of them are just flat out disrespectful. But, you know, so lately I've met a few guys that are pretty good and are genuinely looking to do the right thing by their community. And yeah, they're not trying to get hacked. But if you find a contract today that you think is, you know, a problem, because all of the contracts that say that they pass the initial scan on Dex Screener, and I'll show you. So just because a contract passes the Ghost Security scan and the Quick Intel scan, yeah, this means nothing to me. I could care less. they're not they're not looking at all the vectors that could possibly be used. So yeah, I don't even consider these. I consider these fluff. I want to see a deep scan. I want to know everything that is possible with this contract. So as far as I'm concerned, as far as the young tokens are, I think the best one we've looked at today will be Beastonk. And I would say trade this as if you were trading a Solana token, right? It's day one, so you have an advantage. Get in there and trade, man. If it revisits the all-time high, which is possible within that first 24 hours, if it revisits this all-time high, you just doubled your money. So there's that to keep in mind. We're about halfway on the price, and yeah, it's trading pretty steady. Seems as though there are people in here on the regular, so I don't think you have to worry about anything getting stagnant. And as long as it's doing numbers like it is right now, this'll be here. So we may play around with it a little bit. Maybe reach out to the Beastonk team. Pulling up their Twitter page real quick. Telegram. Oh my goodness, auto verification. Are you serious? Okay, now we can go into the room, join group. All right, here we are. We're inside of Beastonk. So I'm getting ready to reach out to the dev. We're going to see what's going on with him. What's the goal? Chat is pretty active. Pretty active. Can't complain. Awesome. All right, they're doing raids on Twitter. But like I said, I got to talk to the dev first. I'm going to let you guys know exactly what happens. What their plans are for this token. But for now, no, for now it looks good. All right. So B stock is on our radar. We also added the bull, whatever, little bull, little cow bull. The tokens, the two tokens that we have to translate. We added those to the list. Kate just bounced back from 0.13, up 9% over the last hour. Still down 12% over the last 24. But Kate is bouncing back. The tokens over on BNB are making some serious moves today. So BNB may be the play for today. Everything. Look at base. Everything is moving. B stock is down 4% over the last hour, up 50,000% over the last 24. To be in on that first wave. Yikes. I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat could use a nice 50,000x today. Yeah, nobody's out here complaining about that. 50,000x. Let's go. And the contract was the best contract that we scanned all day. Was it perfect? No. But much better than the majority of the contracts that we scanned today. So no complaints on that one. And that's gonna do it for our new tokens today. Now we're gonna go in here, and DGen has basically collapsed. So we're removing DGen from our watch list. It was the only Ethereum token that we were watching. The only Ethereum token. So boom, you're gone. Deep Tide. We're gonna let Deep Tide stay in there. Don't like this massive drop here, but we're gonna let it stay in there. It's over on XRP. A lot less traffic. So yeah, it is what it is. You can see over since the 24th, it's been up and down. I think this is a pretty decent long-term play. So we're gonna leave Deep Tide on our list. Kate, we're gonna stick around with you a little bit longer, Kate. Now we do need to add Black Bull and Sim. This token has been tearing it up over on this token has been tearing it up over on Solana. And now it's up to, wow, it was up to 35 cents earlier today, 35.3. Now we're sitting at 29 cents. This thing is moving. Market cap is 290 million. Nothing to laugh at. And for a Solana token to pull this off, hey, I'm even more impressed. But it seems as though today is Base's day. Today belongs to Base. Virtual's still over there doing good. Arrow still doing well. Meow. What is this? Meow. Meow is up 35% over the last 24. Base Juice 1 day ago, up 3,000%. Oof. Someone took that profit right away. It reached 0.00056 and immediately someone took profit. Can't blame them. Those are a lot of percentage points, so I can't really blame them. Right now we're sitting at 0.0002. So if it goes back to where it topped out at, that's almost a 3x. Yeah, close to a 3x, about 2.7, 2.8% if it returns to all-time high. And yeah, I think it can. It's been about, what, close to 48 hours for this guy. Let's add that to the watch list. And we will revisit. Okay. All right. I think that's going to do it for the new tokens for today. Base is on fire, so we added a lot more base tokens to our list. We still have our blue chips over here, Virtuals and Arrow. Those are our blue chips over on base. We were looking at MFers, trying to see if they're ever going to stop selling off. Base juice is down 13% right now. Over the course of the day, it's up 3,000%, almost 4,000. B stock is up 52,000% today. Mirror Shark is up 7.7%, and that rounds out our base tokens. Robinhood chain is just down bad today. Just down bad. Bags, the one we were looking at last week, is down 53% today. So they're taking a beating. SZR is taking a beating. Low Uni is down 40%, taking a beating. So yeah, man, tough day out there. That's gonna do it for the new guys. We got some new ones to watch. Let's take our screenshot. Boom, screenshot done. We're going to update you guys next week on the profits gained. Well, percentage points gained for the week. And we're going to finish up over here. We're going to finish up with our blue chips. So we're going to hop back over to CoinMarketCap. And I want you guys to remember this. We went over this already. Dogecoin, Arbitrum, and there was one more. Where we at? We have one more token. Algorand. So we have Dogecoin, we have Algorand, and Arbitrum. Now, Three really big projects, three blue chip projects, all around the same price, within a penny of each other. Very different token totals, very different tokenomics. Mathematically, Arbitrum is the leader in the house right now. Because it would just take a lot more momentum, a lot more capital for to turn this 12 billion cap of Dogecoin into a 10x. To 10x Dogecoin, you're making it $1 trillion token. That's just, well, not my bad. I'm off on that. You're not making a $1 trillion token. You're making it $100 billion token. So for those to reach, for those to do a 10x, you would have to surpass BNB, USDC, XRP, and Solana. Right? That's gonna take a lot of effort. I just don't see the momentum behind that play right now. Whereas if you come down to Algorand's market cap is 709 million. There are only 9 billion Algorand. It's just mathematically, it's just an easier play for you. But a much easier play is this guy. Where are we? Arbitrum. All right. 495 million cap. This is half of a billion. So if ARB does get to $1 billion market cap, which I can see happening easily, there's enough trading going on over there for it to happen. You're more likely to double up on ARB than you are the other two. And the token total is 6 billion. 6 billion tokens. The other algo is 9 billion. And Dogecoin is just crazy. Dogecoin is 171 billion. So it's just a no-brainer. When you look at the potential of Arbitrum, it becomes a no-brainer. It's simple math. So put those three tokens in your blue chip watch list, and I want you to check on them from week to week so that you can see how the tokens with lower token totals, they're gonna gain a little more momentum a lot faster, unless we have, something way outside the norm happen. The reason Dogecoin got so popular is because Elon Musk was shilling it on Twitter. So if you're shilling a coin to everyone, you have one of the biggest platforms in the world, what's going to happen? That's a no-brainer. So that's where we stand on that one. And I think that's going to do it for this week. Hope you guys found a couple of new tokens that you like. And I hope that you learned a little something. That's what we try to do. We keep you safe and teach you a little something, a little bit every week. Pay attention to when you're getting into a new token. Pay attention to the token totals. Pay attention to the volume. See if it has the momentum to get where you're trying to go. Do not be afraid to reach out to the team, reach out to the developers. And if they're a-holes towards you, that tells you what you should do. If they're willing to have a discussion, which I am, anybody that emails me about a project I'm working on, I'm willing to sit down and have a discussion with you. Now, it may not be long because I don't have time, but I'm willing to have that talk with you, help you see where the project is going, what the potential is, and what we're working on, what we're building toward. If you reach out to any of these developers, definitely let me know what happened. Maybe I can compare that to my experience with them. And yeah, man, between both of us, maybe we'll find a little bit of truth out here. And I will definitely keep you guys updated on what happened to the developers on this stream that we reached out to. And then if you're invested in the token, hey, just act accordingly. But I think they responded in one of these chats, so I'm gonna go check it out. And we're gonna go ahead and jump off with this one. So once again, guys, I appreciate y'all coming by the stream. Appreciate you tapping in again. We're gonna keep this growing every week. We're gonna stream tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna cover. We're not covering crypto tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna be on, events. So tune in for that. Wednesday we're gonna have Web3 Wednesday. On Web3 Wednesday, we're gonna talk about hacks. We're gonna talk about wallet hygiene again. Very important. And I'm gonna break down to you guys something that's going on with me personally. Some emails that I got from old exchanges and me trying to reclaim stuff from old accounts that have been shut down. Yeah, it's a lot of drama. So I'll keep you guys plugged in on that. Write all of your passwords down. Write your seed phrase down. Write all your passwords down. You won't have to go through any of these headaches that I've been going through. All right? Stay safe. Trade with your head, not with your heart. And yeah, man, we'll see you back here tomorrow for a little rundown on what's going on out here on the web. And then on Wednesday, we're going to be back to check these assets, see what we made over the last 48 hours on Web3 Wednesdays. If you got any questions for me whatsoever, write these questions down so that you can give them to me on Web3 Wednesday and we can keep the conversation flowing a little bit. All right. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you tapping in on Pix. Till the next one. Stay safe. I'm out.